Strategy 3 I'll be going over and discussing is called tic-tac-toe writing strategy. I'm using it for the agriculture food science content area. The grade level is the junior and senior grade levels, just because it's a little more complex type of strategy and allows things to be seen better. And then the food tech and safety is usually done at these grade levels anyways. And the TEACs go over food technology and safety things, like I said, relate to food science within agriculture. Instructions for use. This strategy is for the pre-writing and drafting stages of the writing process, or really kind of the transition between, because it has some pre-writing ideas going into the drafting out like the drafting process. So it's really the transition between the two, which I like it because it does connect these two process writing strategies together. This strategy is effective for different types of writing, but in this case, it's going to be used for a persuasive type essay. So what you can do is you can assign students a writing prompt like this is going to be over food science. Write an essay persuading more food producers to integrate biotechnology, kind of like genetically modified foods and organisms, to integrate biotechnology practices for food science and production. Use examples and reasons. So once again, this could be the tic-tac-toe deal can be used for a bunch of different types of essays, but this can be for the persuasive type over that topic. After you give them that prompt that I just mentioned, have them draw a 3-column by 4-row board. I know that's not like a traditional 3x3 tic-tac-toe, but that's where the whole board or organization of the board, that's where the tic-tac-toe name of the strategy comes from. And it is 3x4, but really like the top of it, if you take that out, it is 3x3 like tic-tac-toe. So that's also where it gets its name. Uh, Basically, instruct students to think about the topic and prompt and come up with 3 big or main ideas regarding it. So 3 big ideas or paragraphs you come up with, those are going to go under the TIC column, 1 for each row. And then under the TAC column, you're going to list 3 supporting details for each respective big idea from the TIC column. So TIC is the main ideas, and then TAC is the supporting details for the ideas. Then under the last column, the toe column, you list at least 3 hot words or key terms and intriguing words that you plan to use or you think that important to integrate into the essay that goes over the details and ideas. Then explain to the students that they will use the completed tic-tac-toe strategy and board to start a draft of a 5-paragraph essay, which will be the intro, 3 main ideas from the TIC column, and then a conclusion. That's where the whole 5 paragraphs come from. And once again, it's going to go over the prompt topic of the persuasive prompt over the biotechnology and foods. And then after you explain that to them, they're going to use the organization of the ideas, key terms, and supporting details from the tic-tac-toe board, the whole layout of them, to get an easier head start into the actual writing part of their essay. So that's where the whole draft process, like me saying that the strategy can be used for part of the draft, that's where it comes in. So really it's the brainstorming and pre-writing into the draft process. Strengths and benefits. One is that students must come up with ideas and details through the strategy, and that allows the actual drafting stage much smoother and quicker. Instead of just starting writing about something and then needing ideas, they already have ideas laid out because of the tic-tac-toe concepts that they had to cover. And then a benefit that the article mentions is that students can develop a clear plan for writing while helping them transition from pre-writing to drafting. So once again, the pre-writing and drafting stages of the writing process come into play, as the article mentions. Here's kind of a made example. I'll zoom in on it a little bit. Once again, you have TIC, which are the ideas, TAC, supporting details, and toe, hot words. So I'll just go over one of each really. TIC, a big idea. So one paragraph you might say, or one big idea you might have about the prompt, is that biotechnology in crops, foods, and environmentally beneficial. So you write that under the TIC. And then a supporting detail under the TAC column, some supporting details that go to it being environmentally beneficial is that it increases crop yields, there's less chemical and water usage, and then it's used to resist pests. And then hot words or vocabulary words are just words you think will make the flow of the paper go better, look more professional, that the student would want to use would be genetically modified crop, pathogenesis, or pesticide. So once again, you have the big idea under TIC, idea, supporting idea or details under TAC, and then hot words or vocabulary words, or words you really just want to integrate into the writing under the TOE column. And then that was a resource and article I got it from. Once again, this was kind of for the pre-writing and draft stages or transition between the stages, and this was called the tic-tac-toe writing strategy for the food science agriculture content area for 11th and 12th graders. Thank you.